Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Maribel. I'm the yarn dyer behind Rainier Rose's Yarn, and it's been a while. It's always been a while. My last full episode on YouTube was probably in June when I was getting ready for Fiber Fusion, and before that, the last time I talked about any of my WIPs, which is works in progress, was in March. So it's currently the end of August. I think it's August 25th. It's about 7 p.m. The sun's going down. I've got to do this intro before it fully goes away. And yeah, so it's been a while. I am planning, we all know how planning goes around here, planning to do weekly video updates, which include any progress on my WIPs, which I have very, very casually, briefly mentioned that I have like a running WIP list. At the beginning of the year, it was 135 WIPs. Now, some of these were from 2020, and currently I have completely frogged or ripped out 28 projects, and then I have finished 13. So of the 135 that I started with this year, we're down to about 95-ish, and every week I'm going to be showing you something that I'm either going to frog, fix, or finish. Additionally, these are going to be vlog style videos. I find these to be the most successful for me because I have kids. My youngest is 9 months old, and last night she was crying from 8 to almost midnight, so for like 4 hours straight. Maybe she's colic. It's not something new. Actually, it is something new. There we go. It's not a usual habit for her. And that being said, I just don't have time to like sit down and carve out time to do like a full production. There we go. Of a video where I can sit down for like an hour uninterrupted. So yeah, we're gonna do these vlog style videos. I'm also gonna be adding my business stuff in here, so it's not just gonna be compartmentalized between like, if you're only interested in my WIPs, here's the videos. If you're only interested in my business, here are the videos. It's going to be everything. So that's going to be the new format moving forward. We'll see how it goes. Again, no promises. Maybe the next video you see is me doing Vlogmas in December if I do it this year. So anyways, long story long, let's jump into some WIPs. I'm only going to show you 2 of them because it's Tuesday. I'm going to record like me doing progress videos every single day, maybe working on our project for about an hour. So it's Tuesday. I'm going to record whatever I get done today, something tomorrow, and then edit Thursdays and release on Thursdays, and then kind of start my clock over. So next video, you'll see between 5 and 7 projects. Okay, enough backstory. Let's get to some stuff. So the first thing I am close to finishing on my Fix It, Frog It, or Finish series are the half and half socks. So I have finished this sock back in February or March. So if you watch my last WIP video, you all have seen this. It's a shorty sock. It uses reverse stockinette on the top and stockinette on the bottom. That's why it's called half and half. And I finally cast on the second sock 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and here I am. So I'm always terrible at like holding a project with needles in them. Trying not to stab myself in the eye. Okay, here I am. I think I have 2 more rows before I can start the toe. I'm like right there. So this is my yarn. I think this is the February sock set. I was doing sock sets and then I cut my finger and had to get stitches in it. If anyone's wondering, this is what it looks like. kind of just a blister. It's healed perfectly fine. I had to get stitches, got them out. I couldn't do anything for about a month, and that's why I stopped doing my WIP videos. And then it was just like festival season from June on, or May, because I did 2 yarn crawls in May. So that's why I haven't done these videos. And yeah, I'm trying to finish my stuff so they're not lingering WIPs. This one's done. This one's almost done. I almost always will use a 1.5, a US 1.5 needle for my socks. It's what fits me the best, or it's what I get gauge with, and the socks fit me the best on that. Do I have anything else to say about this? It's a free pattern. There are 2 different heels that are used in the pattern. I did I think it's called the mock rib. It's a fun little heel. It just fits well. And it's a fun pattern, like I said. And they're shorty socks, so I will have quite a bit left over, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to make with these, or make a hat for one of my kids. That's an option. So that one I should actually finish by tonight, and by the time you see it upload, this video upload on Thursday, it should be done. Like, kind of no excuse. The next project I actually have to go get, so I'll be right back. Okay, so excuse the hanging threads. This is how I'm going to show it. Maybe. So this is one of my older projects. Before I move in and talk about the project, this is called a Nerge hoop holder stand. I'll find a link down below. I can place this on my table and then work on it without having to use it in both hands and adjust it with all the cool knobs and stuff. So I'm actually going to take this out so I can show it to you a lot better. Okay, okay, there we go. This is probably my second oldest WIP. I will be doing like my full coverages as its own category. So technically this is my oldest cross-stitching pattern. I think it's called Dead Outlaw by Night Spirit Studio. The designer has since passed away. I think she passed away last November, 2025. But her partner is still running the business, and so you can still get this pattern. There is a companion piece to this. I think it's called like Dead Cowgirl. So there's Dead Outlaw and Dead Cowgirl, I think. If not, I'll put the corrections somewhere. And yeah, I started this back in 2022. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like. It looks like this for 4 years. I had not picked it up since 2022. And I finally decided that, you know, going by this fix it, frog it, or finish it thing that I'm doing, project, I don't know what to call it. I had to do something with it, either rip it out or, you know, go with it. Sorry, I'm reading a text. My kids are spending the night at my husband's grandparents' house, so I needed to see if I needed to pick up the baby yet. Okay. So we're going to work on this. The plan this week, well, I guess Thursday. The plan for today and tomorrow is probably to put another 200 stitches on this. So I'll probably either fill in this area here or start doing the outline here. But yeah, I've always loved this project and I've always wanted to finish it, but other fun new shiny things kind of got in the way, so I haven't. Lastly, I did put out some new Color Riot shawl sets in my shop. So here is a picture of what it looks like all laid out. This is a shawl designed by Sierra of All Knit Up Designs. Last year we worked together on creating the set. So originally in this photo, she used a different dyer, but that dyer either no longer dyes yarn or no longer dyes that colorway. And for years, like she designed it back in 2020, I think, or 2019, one of the two. For years, people have been asking if they can get this colorway. So finally last year, I think February of last year, 2025, we worked on it together and I kind of created my own version of it, something very close. And that is what these sets are. So they're meant to work with the pattern, but also like it's 220 grams of yarn. Whatever you want to use the yarn for, you can. Anyways, I'm going to that's going to be my next project that I work on. Start. Considering these ones are almost done. This is going to be the next shop sample that I start. So shop samples are going to be its own category. I think when I do my next video, I'll kind of explain the categories and the thought process when I get to show you the 5 to 7 projects. So these are the first 2 colors that I'm going to use and wind. So once I'm done with the socks, I'm going to try and put 100, maybe 200 stitches in Dead Outlaw. And then hopefully I can get to this before the end of the video. If not, you'll see it in the next video. And I think that's all I've got. 12 minutes, that's not bad. I'm sure I'll have to cut some things out. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick check-in. It's noon on Wednesday, the next day. So I did finish my socks. This one's the one that's blocked that I finished a few months ago, and then this one is not blocked. But ends are woven in, so I just need to block this, and that's done. Check-in from my cross stitch. So I worked in this area yesterday. I did all of this fill-in, or sorry, the outline, and then did the fill-in here. I think I watched like 4 episodes of Ted Lasso last night, so I stayed up way too late. But all of my kids spent the night at my husband's grandma's, so that was fun for me to just stay up late, not have to worry about getting the kids ready in the morning. So I do have to pick them up around 1, and it's noon. So I just started the Color Riot shawl with color 1. I think my goal for this will be finishing the micro skein number 1. I want to say the pattern says to just knit until you're done with the color and just keep adding on. So this is the last update for the video. Let's go over the plans and goals that I set out for myself. So I did finish this sock. I did not block it, but I did put it on a sock blocker so you don't have to see it all scrunched up. Here it is. I did weigh the yarn just now. There's 80 grams left of this. These shorty socks were really fast and fun to knit. They only took about 44 grams out of 120 if we include the contrast color. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the rest of this yarn. I should maybe make my kids some socks. I could probably make my 2 oldest kids a pair each out of this. My oldest is 8. My middle, I have a middle child, She is 6, and then my youngest is 9 months. I don't know if I could do all 3, but I could probably for sure do the 2 oldest. But yeah, for now, it's just going to go into the stash. I do want to do like a stash down eventually, but I think I have to do the WIP stuff first. And once I get to around, I don't know, 30 to 50 WIPs, then we'll look at my stash and kind of go from there. So anyways, that one is done. My second goal I had was to put in 100 stitches on my dead Outlaw, which I did. I think in my last clip I said I was going to do another 100 stitches, and I did not get to that, but I did get to the goal of 100 stitches total. I did 120. So here he is. I'm going to enjoy like really working on this. I'm going to make it a focus piece for now. I'll talk about that. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Plans in the next video. So, and lastly, my last goal was to work through color 1 of the Color Riot shawl. So I used almost the entirety of the first color. This is all that's left. The pattern does say use all of the gradient, and I had individually wound the 10-gram skeins, but they were falling apart and becoming yarn barf. So I rewound them into a cake, and here we are. Because the pattern calls for using like literally every single color, every single yard, this works out fine for me. So yeah. Here it is again. It's really easy. It's a stockinette color. It's stockinette knitting. The pattern is fun, and I'm excited to see how the gradient holds out. So anyways, we are 3 for 3 on our goals this video. Who knows, maybe I will make realistic goals in my next video and follow through. It was fun, but yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment. And let me know what your oldest WIP is. This one is my oldest one and my newest one. Ooh, actually, I guess my 2 newest ones. I didn't realize that until now. So let me know what your oldest WIP is, if you're going to fix it, frog it, or finish it. And then maybe let me know what you are excited about either starting or are working on. So, okay, I'm going to record next week's video and intro, so I'm going to be in the same outfit. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Take care.